Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporter on the Eagles. I mean, listen. It's development. It's a developmental year for a lot of players on our team. A developmental year for a lot of players on our team. Before I get into some of the negatives, let's talk about the positives first. So Jalen Hurts definitely improved from last week. That's a great thing. Jalen Hurts definitely cleaned up some of the things and improved from last week. I think the game plan was better on the offensive side of the ball for sure. They didn't, give Jalen Hurts the opportunity to hold on to the ball too long. And even when Jalen Hurts even held on to the ball long, he seemed to be going through his progressions. Jalen Hurts threw some darts today. He threw some darts today. You can't even sugarcoat that, man. Jalen Hurts played an amazing game. I only have a problem with two throws that he made. One where he overthrew Zach Ertz on the first drive of the game where we got 3 instead of 7. We'll talk about all the 3s instead of 7s. And the other, almost interception he threw, that got dropped by the Kansas City Chiefs. Other than that, I don't have a problem with nothing Jalen Hurts did at all. Nothing that he did at all. I mean, he fumbled before the half. That could have been disastrous had it been, had they recovered. They could have called the timeout or the clock would have just stopped and they would have been able to put more points on the board. But yeah, other than that, man, other than one to 3 plays, you know what I mean? Miles Sanders, we still didn't involve him in the game plan, but he was involved in the passing game. Devontae Smith looks really, really good. You know what I mean? This is a young football team who's gelling together on offense better every week, in my opinion. Nick Sirianni called the masterful game plan the first half, even up until like the fourth quarter. Nick Sirianni called the great game plan the entire game, except for goal line situations. That gotta be cleaned up. I think I saw how many touchdowns called back. I think it was 2 drops and 2 touchdowns called back for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's just mental mistakes at this point. And they're all passing touchdowns. Zach Ertz drops a touchdown pass. A lot of people, I am not going on Twitter no more while I'm watching the game. You know what I mean? I can't be around them people who just got the pitchforks out and I can't be around the lynch mob. It's crazy. I can't be around these people that's just hunting for anything that this man do wrong. If you're going to sit here and tell me that Zach Ertz, the pass to Zach Ertz in the end zone that he dropped was a bad throw, where he got both hands on it. That's the type of throw you're supposed to make to a tight end that's boxing out. He's supposed to use, he's supposed to use his body, and he's supposed to box the player out. If you're going to tell me that the throw to Greg Ward was too hard because you heard the commentator say it, who probably never caught a ball in his life, like, what are you talking about? The throw is too hard. It's not an actual bullet. It's a football. If it touch your hands in the end zone, it's your job to go out there and show the team why you deserve to be in that situation. Catch a touchdown pass. Like, come on, bro. Come on. I'm not making no excuses for nobody when the ball touched their hands. I'm just not doing it, man. Those are 2 missed opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Andre Dillard, man, with the illegal shifts and the moving up and down the field, he cost us an opportunity where Dallas Goedert fought for everything and got into the end zone. Arcega-Whiteside caused us an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, with blocking too early. Look, these are points. These are opportunities for points. These ain't just regular plays. You got 2 touchdowns called back by penalties and 2 touchdowns that were dropped in the end zone. If we are a little more disciplined, you win the game off them 4 plays alone. You know what I mean? You got to really understand what's really happening right here, man. You got to really understand what's happening, man. If you want to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, just be a more disciplined football team. And on that early block by J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, they don't call that play on Tom Brady. They don't call that play on Aaron Rodgers. They just don't call those plays, man. They don't call those plays on the goal line. I haven't seen plays called like that in many instances, man. There was a lot of bailout calls for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to call a spade a spade. A lot of bailout calls, you know what I'm saying? Derek Barnett and Josh Sweat, I don't know if I don't know if they drink out of the same water bottle before the game, but it's rubbing off on Josh Sweat now. He's just jumping off sides. He don't know where he's supposed to be at. The internal clock in his head is 10 minutes late. He's just not on time right now. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get these guys off the field. We didn't get these guys off the field. And the offense did a good job of sustaining drives, but all the drives just didn't end in 7 points like we all want. You know what I mean? That's not a quarterback problem. Nick Sirianni is still getting in these first and goal situations and deciding the better course of action is to not run the ball. Now, I agree with the pass to Greg Ward right there because he should have caught the touchdown pass. I'm not mad at that decision right there. But right after that, you got to run the ball. Well, I think he did run the ball on a sweep to the outside on the goal line. Run straight. Use the shortest point to the destination. That's a straight up and down. Get from point A to point B. Don't go A, Z, C, W, then to B. Come on, man. Don't make this rocket science, man. This is regular football, man. Regular football. I decided not to go live for this game. I decided to get in my zone and watch the game and really dissect the team and see some of the things that we need to correct. Twitter is the worst place you can go to while the game is on. You got people blaming Jalen Hurts for almost everything. Everything. And at this point, it's just getting tiring hearing these people not even wanting to use their educated football mind. They just want to blame this kid. I told y'all it's easier to just say we don't like him. It's easier to say that. You know what I mean? It's easier to say that. It don't help when you got the national media like Shannon Sharp jumping on TV last week. Jalen Hurts is not a franchise quarterback. He's not a starting quarterback. Is Shannon Sharp running around here saying that about Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson? Is he saying that about them dudes? He not saying that about them dudes. You know what I mean? So just keep it straight down the middle. If you're going to give him a chance to develop, let my guy develop. And so far, my dude has got back-to-back 300-yard passing games. Only one game this season where he threw interceptions. Only one game he turned the ball over today. But you see what I'm saying? Only one game this season. He had over 400 yards in total offense from him alone, running and passing the ball. We got to clean up some of these mental mistakes, man. And this all gets down to coaching. Nick Sirianni got to implement some type of disciplinary action for dudes who are just constantly jumping off sides on 3rd and longs. How about not having them on the field? I think that cures most of the problems right there. If you do it on 2nd down, you're damn sure ain't in the next play. Come on, man. Let's use our heads, man. Let's hold these dudes accountable. You know what I'm saying? I think we had $80 million worth of player that didn't play today. Almost everybody that gets an extension paycheck didn't play today. The offensive line still held up. We were still able to move the ball. I see some improvement in the team on the offensive side of the ball. I see some type of identity forming, but we just got to understand the type of times that we in terms of Philadelphia Eagles football. We ain't about to be running the ball. I just don't think that's going to happen right now to the magnitude that we all would like it. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, we ain't going to be running the ball. Jalen Hurts has thrown the ball 40 times again. You know what I'm saying? That's not really like a recipe for winning football, but the more he throw the ball, the more he's getting comfortable doing it. So that's the plus side with that. The refereeing in this game was atrocious. It was atrocious. You know, I'm not one to blame refs, but I mean, come on. I think Devontae Smith definitely reestablished himself after being forced out of bounds. I think he definitely reestablished himself. He had 2 feet tap in the end zone before he caught the ball. That's reestablishing yourself, right? That's reestablishing yourself. These refs was working, man. They was working today, man. I mean, Kansas City can't lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. I get it. I get the script. I know a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money if Kansas City ain't in the Super Bowl this year. But my God, man. Call the game somewhat down the middle, man. Call it somewhat down the middle. Nick Sirianni was hot, and as he should be hot. On a lot of these plays, man. On one play, I heard Travis Kelce screaming like, no, don't do that to us. Don't do this to us. You know what I mean? Don't do this to us. Come on, bro. Come on. They just make, I can't even say they're really cheating, man. They calling it on the same dude the same week in a row, Andre Dillard. They are calling it on Andre Dillard every week in a row. But this is what I don't want the fans to do. Don't adopt this nitpicking attitude. Jalen Hurts missed a couple throws. He missed Zach Ertz in the first play of the game. He did. Every quarterback in the National Football League missed somebody this week. Why does it make y'all want to run into traffic when Jalen Hurts do it? You know what I mean? I think Jalen Hurts played a solid game today. He was really good. He damn sure wasn't the reason we lost the game. The defense need to tighten up. They need to find some toughness. This is what I'm saying, man. Everybody who's talking is Deshaun Watson stuff. I get it. But you're going to trade Deshaun Watson and have no picks. You need every single one of these picks. You have a competent enough quarterback. You know what I mean? I think he's more than competent. You have a quarterback that's good enough. Like, I'm going to just leave it like that. I'm not going to say what I really think about his talent because I think he one of them ones. And I think we're going to see later. But you got a guy who's good enough to where you can start building around him. Build around your quarterback. Build the defense. Build an elite defense. An elite defense. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.
Well, the officials are huddling up.
Illegal touching. Offense number 6. For a team that was supposed to touch the pass after having been out of bounds.